So I once again want to talk about the motherhood penalty in teaching, as the MTPT Project has released some new data. Now, I've talked about this before. The biggest group of people leaving teaching are 30 to 39-year-old mums, because the expectations, the workload of teaching make it almost impossible to feel like a good enough teacher in this current system, but a present enough parent. And I made a video recently about how the invisible load and expectations put on mums in society, I think, is leading and seeping into the invisible workload and expectations on teachers, because teaching is a female-dominated workforce. The bleak findings from this Maternity Attrition 2025 report is that nearly 40% of teachers who return from maternity leave teaching within 4 years, and nearly 20% leave in their first year back. So that's 4 out of 10 gone within 4 years, 1 in 5 gone within 12 months. That is ridiculous, and it needs to change. I'm sure anyone who works in education isn't surprised by this. We all know someone who's lived it, and this is why I'm so passionate about it, and I keep talking about it, because I'm seeing it with colleagues and friends who are incredible teachers, amazing parents, but stuck in a broken system that is making people feel like you can't do both. And if you're in that situation, this video should be a reminder that you are not the only one. This is a massive issue. And as the MTPT report makes clear, this isn't about individuals not coping. It's about a system that just is unwilling to bend and accommodate. Workload's relentless, expectations just don't shift, and the maternity pay situation is frankly embarrassing. I made a video about this. Teachers get 4 weeks full pay, 2 weeks at 90%, and 12 weeks at half pay plus SMP. Then it's your statutory maternity pay. Compare that to NHS staff who get 8 weeks full pay and 18 weeks at half pay, or civil servants that get 26 weeks full pay. So it's absolute madness to me that teachers sit at the bottom of that in a workforce mainly made up of women. But again, is that just those societal, stereotypical expectations on women to say, well, you know, just pick it up, just get it done, like you do as mums, as you do as teachers. So you've got mums returning to full workloads, long hours, those financial pressures, and then face barriers of flexible working. Many are told that part-time's too complicated, or it's frowned upon, or leaving early to go and pick up your kid from nursery shows a lack of commitment, because remember, you're in it for the kids. And I definitely think the martyrism of teaching plays into this. The fact that teachers are made to feel guilty, are gaslighted into thinking if you're not dedicating every waking moment to this job, you are just not doing well enough, because there are teachers who do that, and it's not sustainable, because burnout is a real thing. And actually, in this research from the MTPT, it shows that schools that offer that flexibility retain the staff. Schools that don't lose them. It's really that simple. And this isn't just a personal issue, it's a professional crisis. We are losing that expertise, that stability, those future leaders, and exactly the kind of teachers children need. With recruitment already in trouble, maternity returners leaving, it's not like a niche problem, it's the key reason the system's struggling. So what needs to change? What needs to happen? Well, if we're serious about retention, schools need to treat maternity returners as humans, not logistical inconveniences. Flexible timetables, phased returns, realistic expectations, a culture built on trust, not guilt. And nationally, we've got to sort the maternity pay. Teachers deserve on par with other public sector workers. The MTPT project has shown how the current setup pushes women out the job, because if nearly 40% of maternity returners are leaving within 4 years, the problem isn't the mums, it's the system. And if you want to keep brilliant teachers in the profession, this is one of the clearest places to start. And that's before we even talk about the falling birth rate crisis that as teachers we are going to face. And if we're not then providing conditions to make people feel like they can have children and keep doing this job, that's only going to make it worse as well.